Hello, I'm Brian Fitzgerald, the Golf Doctor, and today we're going to take a look at how far we should stand from the golf ball. Really important question, and I have two ways of answering it. One is the really complicated way, and the other way is the simple way. So I'll do both. So if this is your first time to this channel, welcome. This channel is all about helping you play better golf and lowering your golf score. And if one of the best ways to lower your score and to improve your golf would be to consider subscribing to this channel. So you can hit the subscribe button down in the bottom there, and you can be notified of all of the videos as I release them. So as I said, today I'm going to give you two answers to the question of how far we should stand from the golf ball. So we've got an easy way and a complicated way. So I'm going to start with the complicated way first. I think it's fair to say that every single golf club in the bag is a different length. So with that being said, every time we pull out a different golf club, we have to stand a different distance from the golf ball. So to illustrate this, I've actually brought out my measuring stick. And if I took my setup here, and I've got a 7-iron in my hands at the moment. So if I take my setup with my 7-iron, and then I place that down there, it's telling me that I'm standing 23 inches from the golf ball. If I was to take out a different club, say the driver, and we'll imagine that it's sitting on a tee, and I take my setup now, well, I'm now standing 35 inches from the golf ball. So there's a big difference between those two things. If I then go and pull out my lob wedge and I take my setup, I'm now standing about 19 inches from the golf ball. So there's three different distances there. So you imagine, there's a ½ inch difference between every club. You've got to imagine a lot of different distances and try and do a lot of math to get the right answer. And I just find that is way, way, way too complicated. So I definitely have a much easier way of explaining this. So you can see here clearly that my clubs are totally different lengths. Very obvious. So instead of thinking how far we stand from the golf ball, what I would much prefer you to do is to think in terms of how far we stand from the end of the golf club. So I don't really mind what club you have in your hands, but the distance that I want you to stand is one hand span from the end of the golf club. It's no thought about how far we stand from the ball. The ball is where it is. The club is what it is. We just really need to focus on standing one hand span between the end of the club and about where my belt would be. Now, if we can do that, we're going to be in a very similar position for every single club, and that way we can build something and a good foundation that we can work from. And we're in the same position all of the time. That's got to help us hit the ball a lot more consistently, and everyone's desiring to hit the ball more consistently. So there you have it. One distance is all you need to think of, not from how far you stand from the ball, but how far you stand from the end of the golf club. I hope that simplifies things. Thank you for letting me help you with your golf. I'm Brian Fitzgerald, the Golf Doctor, and I look forward to seeing you on my next video.